It's your boy Lil Bike, and I just jumped off the porch with Dirty Glove Bastard. Dead serious.
Got a problem, call my shooter, his name Lil Ginobili. Say he already out for Eddie, he ain't getting no sleep.
All right, so we have Lil Bike. I'm proper, so don't judge me. We got Lil Bike off the porch today. How are you feeling?
I'm good, I'm great. I'm great. How about yourself?
I am feeling good. I know prior to the actual interview, we were talking about the certified lover boy. So what would you say makes you a certified lover boy?
Shit, my mama what made me a lover boy, you know? Shit, I was raised by my mama, so, you know, like, I love hard because my mama love hard, you know? So I just, and I was raised by my mama who was married to my stepdaddy my whole life, so I was raised in a family, like, with a real like structure in it, you know. So I was raised off like love, fix the problems and stuff, type stuff. So that's me. I'm growing out of it though. I had to.
Not growing out of it.
Oh, bro.
Yeah. Okay, so this leads me to ask, like, when's your birthday?
My birthday is January. I'm Aquarius. January 27th.
Ah, you're a certified lover boy for real.
No cap, for real. On my mama, for real life. I used to like the movie Crybaby and stuff. You know that movie Crybaby?
Let me find out you was watching movies just so you could cry.
Just them was the movies I felt though. I liked it. I like gangster movies too, but like love movies, them were my movies though. Them were my favorite movies, them, bro. Love them cost a thing, all type of crazy little funny movies and shit, yo.
Okay, let's get into the drip because you definitely came to stunt. So what's the jacket? We need all the details.
No, see, I be just like, I promise to God, he won't think I'm just lying or stunting or something. But actually my manager, he woke me up out the bed to come. I just threw it on. It just be like that. All the clothes I buy, I try to buy shit that I love off top. So, and I mismatch. So like, then everything I got go together type stuff. You know what I'm saying? So like, I don't even be trying to get dressed. I just throw something on type shit, yeah.
Now, speaking of fashion, what would you say is a brand that's like super boosted that you think ain't even all that?
Let me see, I'm finna get you one, cause now man, I'm finna piss them off. Rest in peace to Pop Smoke, y'all already know what I'm talking about. Bro, I do not think it's worth it. Dior be like, I seen some grown men in the store the other day, and they had on, and they was like, it was in, I think a Mama Near, and they was like looking at this black hoodie that said Dior, and they was just like so excited about these white letters on this black t-shirt, you know, just thinking like they just so brainwashed, like they probably finna pay $1,300 for this shirt or something, you know, and it's just a black shirt with white lettering on it, you know, so like, I don't know what Dior. I like their shoes though, cause they be giving you like a scheme with their shoes. You can match 2-3 colors with their shoes. That's what I like about their shoes. But their clothes is too. They got too much going on for. You know what I'm saying, bro? I like stuff that makes sense to me. Everything gotta make sense to me. You know, I go buy some stuff if I really like it, but if it don't make sense, it just don't make sense to me. I'm one of them type of niggas that I save my money.
Now, in 2020, you know, we all got caught off guard with the pandemic and just like being on lockdown. I know Atlanta, we ain't gonna throw y'all out there, but we are gonna throw y'all out there. Y'all wasn't really on lockdown. But would you say throughout the quarantine, did it kind of help you self-reflect a little bit?
What you mean, like self-reflect? What you mean, you know?
So, you know, like when we were in quarantine, we really couldn't do nothing. We couldn't go no places. So it's like you really had to spend time with yourself and like really just, well, not really, but you had to spend time with yourself and take that time to kind of think about, you know, life, yeah. I would say. Would you say that was kind of the same?
I feel like all the niggas who hustle did the same thing for quarantine. Like, we enjoyed it. We like it. We ready for another quarantine, coronavirus or whatever. We ready for some more stimulus checks to come through. They get that shit to the wrong folks and end up in our hands. That's, you know, we just hustle the whole thing. We hustle out 24/7. So 365. So, you know, like that where everybody having to stay in the house. They can't do nothing. They can't go to the mall. They can't go to the restaurant. They just giving all the money to us. You know what I'm saying? We like that shit. You know what I'm saying? I went 8 feet on their ass, coronavirus type shit. Phony.
Now, what would you say are some things that you've been doing to stay motivated throughout all of this crazy stuff going on?
Shit, what I do to stay motivated, my kids always be my motivation. Like, even if I got a 6-year-old and shit, so like, if I I don't talk to that nigga, I don't talk to that nigga for like, maybe like a month, it could be a whole month. He's still my motivation every day. Like when I wake up in the morning, I tell myself like, shit, I'm doing this for my kids. So like, even though you could just make that call or whatever, like I'm so that little 30 minutes, I know that shit sound crazy, but that 30 minutes, I'm even punching the gas right there for that 30 minutes. It seems like right now I don't count, but it's gonna count. They're gonna see what I mean, you know, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The sooner you put everything you love to the side real quick and get this shit out the way, the sooner it's gonna happen, you know what I'm saying, type of shit.
Yeah, I have a daughter, and I would definitely say, like, before I had her, I really didn't have no motivation, but, like, as soon as I had her...
Motivation.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's me. See, I got a problem, though, because, look, I have other kids, because I learned, I love my kids, so if I get into it with a bitch, I might go get another bitch pregnant or something, have a whole nother baby and some shit, you feel what I'm saying? Just because it's like, I'm already knowing this bitch over here tweaking or something, so I'm gonna go have a whole other shorty or some shit if I can have something to love. I love my kids, you feel me? This something I always love, you know? So me, I got hella kids and shit, cause I be like tweaking, cause I be like, I want kids, like, cause that's my escape type shit, you know?
How many kids you want?
Shit, if I say it, ain't nobody gonna want me, shit. I just like, you know, my mama love her kids. That's what all we had growing up was our brothers and sisters and shit. So the way I be doing it ain't right and shit, but it's still the same like thought behind it. Like my mama, I know this all we had, so like that's what I be wanting. And I be wanting my kids to have brothers and sisters and shit, you know, for them. So yeah.
You better than me, cause when I say I'm one and done, like I'm one and done. Now let's get into your early life. You're originally from Monroe, Louisiana, and I really want you to give me a little insight on what it was like for you growing up there.
Shit, I'd say the 318 period, because I was between like a small town, Raven and Monroe. 318 period is just real, it's like a real struggle, you know, it's real struggle, you know. Cry a whole bunch of cries in the bucket type shit, like, yeah. It ain't a lot of opportunity, you know, so like, you don't hear from a lot of people from my city, you don't hear from a lot of people from my area, you know what I'm saying? It's more like you gonna hear from a nigga from BR, or you gonna hear from a nigga from New Orleans, or you hear from a nigga from Monroe type shit. And then the same situation where I moved to in Illinois, you gonna hear about Chicago before you hear about Champaign. You feel what I'm saying? Same difference. So we like crabbing the buckets. Cities, it's hard to, you know, pull through, you know, especially with dealing with the shit that come with the streets in them little towns. There's so much we fucking on the same girls, we, you know, going to the same one store, 2 Walmarts, you know, it's one mall, you know. Them type of shit make problems. Everybody know each other. Everybody think about each other when they wake up. That's one thing I like about Atlanta, is too much going on. You ain't think about no another nigga when you wake up. When I'm thinking about that nigga before, I just saw another bad bitch, better than the bitch we arguing over. You know what I'm saying? You like, fuck all that. I like Atlanta. I'm funny.
Now, in what ways would you say Louisiana played a part within the sound of hip hop?
Shit, it played a humongous ass role, because Lil Wayne the biggest in the world, always been the biggest in the world. So like, you gotta look at that. Like, we got Soulja Slim, we got Lil Wayne, we got Lil Boosie like a Jay-Z. You know, they just don't give him his flowers, but Boosie like a Jay-Z, you know. So, yeah, we got some goats. And where we from, they stiff on niggas just like they stiff on niggas out here in Illinois and Chicago. They stiff on niggas, you know, tough niggas. That's how it is where I'm from. So it's the same area where you go, pretty much. It's just a little different slang. Niggas talk a little different, but all these niggas the same, bro.
How was the transition moving to Illinois? Because you went from the deep south to all the way up north.
That shit was funny, bro. That shit was funny, because I went from like bum, 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 bum. Oh yeah, do the ratchet. And then it went from that to like, I'm fucking around with no new nitty. Bitches acting like hoes. That Chief Keef came out when I was fresh in Illinois. Like, I wasn't fresh, I was a few years out there, but Chief Keef influenced the world just like Boosie did and Wayne did, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I witnessed Chief Keef shit, so that type of shit, you know, that shit. Yeah.
Dang, so you said you witnessed like the drill when it first started jumping off.
Yeah.
How was that?
That shit was just like a whole bunch of young niggas just trying to prove they could kill your ass and prove they ain't scared of each other. And really a revenge, 2012 was just like a whole bunch of retaliation, niggas sliding on each other for what happened. Cause it was new, these niggas young, just got out of high school, they high school friends and they getting killed instantly and shit, you know, like by mass amounts, some dying and shit on east side and shit. So them niggas was just killing each other. Me being from the outside looking in, cause I don't live there, I ain't from there, you know, I just was watching it, but I was seeing niggas dying, watching them. Rappers like get a favorite song by this nigga and he died, then get a favorite song by this nigga and he died, here you go, gang. So I seen it, I know how they feel, cause I got friends that died and shit too, so at young ages and shit to the streets, so you got, like, I know what that shit was weird. The drill scene wasn't fake, it wasn't no painted ass scene where no niggas was going in the studio rapping, acting like they was some shit they wasn't. That shit made niggas who wasn't even like that turn like that. Niggas like me, I wasn't no street nigga. I ain't never wanted to be no street nigga. I ain't never told no nigga I want to be no street nigga. I just was around street nigga because that's where I was raised there, you know what I'm saying? But that shit, when you move to Illinois, you get to seeing like niggas it ain't like what you think it is, bro. It's really, it'll be that if you let it be that. So you gotta adapt to everything, bro.
Now, I watched in one of your older interviews, and you stated that Illinois really taught you how to be a man, like when you went out there.
Yeah.
I want to get your perspective on that.
Like how it taught you how to be a man.
Mm-hmm.
See, like it just taught you, like, boy, it's like your ass could be fooled. Well, you could be fooled out there. You won't be fooled if your ass allow it. You know what I'm saying? Like, where we like to fight in Louisiana. Like right now, it ain't like that no more. But like. Before I left Louisiana, it was all fighting. It probably was fighting in Illinois too at that time, but that's what we like to do. When I came down here to Illinois, we was fighting, beating the hell out of niggas and shit. And then you start learning like these niggas don't fight for real. For this ain't what they here for. You know, like, but it ain't like that they probably can't fight or nothing. It's just like they just so used to niggas killing each other, like they ain't finna even take that risk. So you have to adapt to that type of shit.
What would you say is like the craziest thing that happened to you while you was out there?
Shit, I ain't finna get nobody, you know. Boy, so much shit happened to me out there, boy. Shit, I'm telling you, that shit fuck your head up. You be a good person and then it'll make you a bad person. It's a lot of shit though, a lot of shit. I done been backdoored more than one time, 2 times, to a point where like, cause at first you only giving friends cause you like, nigga, I know we gonna be deep, no nigga ain't gonna play with us, and then you start learning like, nigga, I'm getting friends, these the niggas I gotta watch, you know what I'm saying? So before you know it, you'll be like, man, shit, out here like me right now, I got my brothers, they always been with me, my cousins and my people and shit, and my 10-year niggas from like elementary, but I ain't looking for no friends or nothing, I'm telling you that shit, but yeah, you can't even think of, you can guess something that you could think that could happen to somebody. That shit happened to me at the end. Oh, fuck it, I'm gonna check my bitch location.
Oh yeah, when you dropped the blunt.
For the Grace, get her ass cleaned up right now.
Now, I know that rap was something that you've always wanted to do, but when did you really start experimenting with it?
Like, since I was I ain't never did nothing else. I ain't never did nothing else, ever. Like, I put on like, I got on like a football team one time, basketball team one time, just one time. And they let me on the team because I was that nigga, like, everybody liked me type shit. Not because I could play. Hell nah, you feel me? I really always rapped since I was like, I could say 3rd grade. My brother and them was already rapping. My big brother Peanut, my big brother JD. Everybody was rapping. Cousin John, Marla, all my whole family. Charlie Reed, rest in peace, Charlie Reed. I'm talking about, it was so many motherfuckers. Walter, I got so many family. I can remember being like all the way back to where they was putting them tape things on them beat CD things on the scratch board and they was rapping. I remember that, I remember all that. I remember back then when they was playing the songs on the tape thing and my stepdaddy rapping on the mic, nigga, on my mama. So damn, my stepdaddy used to freestyle in the living room. I been rapping my whole life though. I ain't never did nothing else. Area of school from 3rd grade, 4th grade, when they be like, stand up, now tell everybody who you is, what you got, stand up. I'm a rapper. I mean, that bitch bummed me. I remember 4th grade, we was poor as hell. I used to have on my brother clothes and shit, so I used to look, they really used to think I was a big joke, you know? But I really kept the same story all the way to this year. And look where I'm at, you heard me?
It's that manifestation.
Bro.
Now, what exactly inspired you to fully pursue your career?
Them kids, and it ain't before the kids, my mama, like, because before I even had a baby, I was already dedicated. Like, you can look back to when my name was, man, I ain't gonna say that name on here. Okay, I got an old rap name named D the Truth they could look up though. Like, I got some old rap names from when I was 11, 10, 9. I can go back to, I could put your ass to some 12-year songs ago, but that'll make me, you know how niggas be, they don't want nobody to see them when they was developing type shit. But, bro, I've been, fun.
Now, what would you say were some of the biggest sacrifices you've had to make to get to where you are now?
Shit, I'd say coming to, when I came to Atlanta, cause like none of my, you know how Illinois is, niggas don't try, like when we from, niggas don't even leave they block in they area, like they got their own little stores they go to, we got our own little gas station, little A-Rail store we go to, so like you ain't finna just be going anywhere roaming freely. So when I had to come to Atlanta, shit, that was something new to me, cause I'm like, I was used to moving cause we was poor and shit, had to like bounce from house to house in different neighborhoods and shit, but we weren't trying to move from state to state. So coming here, my homies weren't even coming here at first. They was like staying behind cause they gonna stay at the spot cause this what they know, you know what I'm saying? So it take a little step for you to be like, man, fuck it, we gotta go chase our dreams and shit, you know, leave the kids behind, let them baby mamas do what they was gonna do if you wasn't to met them, you know what I'm saying, type of shit, all that type of shit. On phone, you know, I'm toxic as hell.
I know that you and your family had opened up 2 restaurants. And
3.
I want to talk about that.
3 restaurants.
3 restaurants.
We got a restaurant right now called Duo, D-U-O. Yeah, damn. Before you know when you be like, them phones be fucking up your spelling real bad, you know? They can't spell no more because their phone always spelling for you and shit. But yeah, we got a restaurant called Duo in this little town called Rantoul, Illinois. You know, like an hour away from Chicago, hour and a half away. Yeah, and it's doing great type shit. Like, we actually get more business than McDonald's type shit.
Oh,
bro. Yeah, we get more, as the McDonald's in the same city as where the restaurant at. Yeah, we like the number 2 restaurant in the whole little town. It ain't no huge town though, but you know, shout out Rantoul. Shout out to the toolbox. Niggas be playing, sleeping on the toolbox, man. They be sleeping on the box, man. Everything shit sweet, man. No little fate, man.
Now, how did the restaurant business come about for you?
Shit, my daddy, like me and my daddy was talking about that shit one time. And then back though, like my daddy always chased his dreams. Like he was one of them niggas that he motivated. You know how you always just be a you be like, how they say, a reincarnated version of your parents. That's all I am. I'm just like a bigger version, not a bigger version, but like a newer version of my pops, you know, like he was that nigga in the last generation of his people, you know, and now I'm that nigga, just like everybody else, you know, you just be a different version of your pop, and we just took it up to another level type shit. But my pops, my bad for getting off the top. Me and my pops were talking about restaurants one day, and then that nigga was serious. Like I talk a lot, I meant it. I want to do it. But I ain't mean it was gonna happen like that. So I ain't gonna take all the credit. He jumped right on that shit, and he did it. And he pursued what he got. The man shit rolling. I ain't gonna lie, funny.
What exactly is good food to you?
Shit, it's different from when I was little, cause I was raised in Louisiana. So I was raised on rice and gravy and rice and butter and shit like that, sugar water and shit like that. That sound like a movie. That's how we was raised in. But we was raised on good food too. Like it was the best food still to me, like gumbo and shit. But I won't eat anybody gumbo because I was raised on real gumbo. So it ain't quite my favorite food no more because it ain't shit that I get every day like it's supposed to be. Like chicken and dumpling and shit. That shit don't come how it's supposed to no more. So good food to be like, to me, right now at this day and age, say like sea bass or some salmon or some, that's something that I'm gonna eat right now. Some rice, I'm gonna eat some rice, something light, cause when I got older, I noticed all that grease be fucking me up. So I be like drinking water. I might drink some water. I'm gonna drink like healthy shit now. I might spend $9 on one beverage now, just for to make sure I'm getting all my shit in my body. Cause I used to ain't be like that though, but it took for me to get older and you can't gain weight like you used to gain weight, and this like you ain't stronger you used to be and shit. You be like, man, I actually gotta care about myself, cause life ain't nigga 26 right now, so say nigga another 25 years, your ass 51, like damn. So you gotta take care of yourself, type shit.
I don't know if it's just me, but like as I get older, I'll be watching the people that I talk to. I'll be watching their eating habits, and I'll be getting turned off if they eat like too much greasy food or just like drinking soda all the time. And I'm just like, ugh, you don't eat healthy.
Man, I used to be on my big brother Peanut all the time, telling that nigga, and my little brother right there, one kid, I always tell their ass, like, stop that shit. Like, my big brother Peanut just shook out of that shit this year. So now it's just my little brother, but I always tell him, like, my big brother Peanut didn't even, it was years where he didn't drink water at all. Like, he said, like, I ain't drink no water in a long, long, long time. He don't drink water. It's nasty to him. So that type of shit different, like, I don't know, me, I'm different. I'm like, hell no, I gotta take care of myself. I be thinking deep far, like, man, I wanna be the one that, nigga, I wanna be the funny uncle and shit one day and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro.
So, what is your favorite?
This bitch over, twin.
What is your favorite meal to make?
Man, I ain't gonna lie, it's anything with a roux, cause I'm from Louisiana, so if it's gravy based, it's gonna be my favorite to cook, cause it take more heart to cook it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if it's gonna say my favorite thing to cook, I like cooking rice and gravy, or I like cooking gumbo, because that's two things that you really gotta take some time to cook that roux. You gotta be from down south, know what I'm talking about. Them niggas in Illinois don't know what the fuck I'm even talking about. I don't even know what I'm talking about. They don't know shit about nothing but Italian beef. Illinois is so fucking fast, bro. It's fast, like, looking over your shoulder, everything come from how they live life. They food even from how they live life. Nacho and cheese, motherfucker, Italian beef, you can just eat that bitch on the go. A gyro eat it on the go. That's how they move. They ain't got time to be sitting at the table with no family and all that. You know what I'm saying, bro? So me though, my favorite food gonna be something with a roux, something with a roux. Anything with a roux that start with a roux. I like starting with a roux. Give me that 30-minute brown, yeah, don't take the elbow out that motherfucker. That's how they learned how to cook dough.
They be clowning us females now with the chicken Alfredo joke.
Well, that's y'all favorite thing to cook, but that shit, so I won't even eat that. I don't eat white stuff, so, I don't eat like no white creams, like
really?
Whipped cream, sour cream. I don't eat like mayonnaise, none of that white shit, White shit, mashed potatoes is the creamiest white shit I'm gonna eat, bro.
Oh my God.
I always been like that. All my brothers like that pretty much too, bro.
Do you know where that came from, or it's just like, you just
Nah, that shit nasty. That came from the taste buds. Them motherfucking wrench. That shit will make you throw up. sour cream make you throw up instantly, you know. There's a lot of shit. Like I eat some yogurt, not the Greek kind, but the the kid kind with the sweet, yeah.
The Go-Gurt.
Yeah, that type of shit. But all that shit that's just like white, natural white, that shit just be nasty to me. All that shit. I know how to make mayonnaise and it's nasty still. I know it ain't nothing but eggs and oil and shit. I'm from down south. But it's still nasty as hell to me, bro.
Can you look at somebody and tell they can't cook?
Oh, my mama, everybody born after, let me see, 1997, damn near, out the picture. If they born after 97, I don't got no hope in them, man. Macaroni and chicken, babies. These motherfuckers can't cook nothing but chicken and macaroni. Oh, my, and Alfredo, like you said, that's it.
Now, when it comes to owning a restaurant, what are some things that you feel people need to put into perspective?
Shit, it's actually my pops own it, like I just was like promoting the hell out of it, like, but you gotta be there. You can't own a restaurant and not be there. You gotta be there. That's like with any restaurant. You can't say, I got money, I'm gonna buy this, and it don't matter. Me, I can't do it, you can't do it, McDonald's can't do it. You gotta be in that motherfucker every day, 24/7, through the good and the bad, on my mama, the ups and downs, bro.
Now, your name before, I really want to say, but I do not want to mess it up. It's Be the Truth, right? Okay, I got it right. Okay, cool.
See, look, when I was a kid, I was saying like, duh, instead of duh. I was saying, like, I even spelt it like that. When I was in Louisiana as a kid, I thought THE was DA or DHA, the or duh. So when I named myself D the Truth, it was just like, it was D the Truth came from, that was my tongue problem. I had a problem, like, I still say strawberry and street. Like, that come from being from Louisiana, you can't help it. Like, even though I know the right way to say it, that's just how I say it, you know what I'm saying? Like, that just come from being where we from. So when I said D the Truth, it came from me just saying duh at DA,
And now you're Lil Bike. So what made you change your name to Lil Bike?
Man, I said this story so many times, it's so long. I'm gonna try to shorten it up, but I just said it in the song. Being funny, I'm a funny person, so in the song, like, call me Lil Bike, cause I need like a kid stand. In the song called Freestyle, I was D the Truth. It's called D the Truth Freestyle, and I said that shit in that song. And then when I signed the record label, I was like, hey, I think I want to change my name to Lil Bike. They're like, why the hell you want to change your name to Lil Bike? I'm like, I'm different than them niggas, bro. I really want to be I'm Lil Bike. For what I just said in the song, that shit fit me. For I don't want to be D the Truth no more, bro. I had street ties and shit to that shit, other weird shit tied down. Fuck that, on my mama, I'm Lil Bike, bro.
Now I want to have a little hip hop talk with you. Starting off, what is your perspective on today's rap game?
Shit, right now this shit raw. I ain't gonna lie, it's raw. I just like niggas still trying to kill each other, all that other weird ass shit, but it's raw. Like we can't say it ain't. It's on a whole nother level. These niggas down there got fine cars now. You hear me? On my mama, I done seen some shit. It's a different level right now. This the century to be in right now. I ain't gonna lie. It's a lot going on. A lot of niggas popping their shit big time, You don't know who got the bag. You know who got the bag. Everybody got them AP on, Everybody got their sack right, their bag right, and driving nice cars, living in nice houses. So, there's a lot going on. It's a beautiful hip hop scene. We just gotta, love each other.
In your opinion, what city is like really taking off with the rap stuff?
Shit. Atlanta. Atlanta, like, this the Mecca. This the motherfucking Mecca. This the heartbeat for hip hop. I don't know what they claiming it to be. But they can say, like, I be in LA, I be in Illinois, right by Chicago. I hang out in Chicago too. Like, it's a little different. Atlanta, you could breathe out here. You can be yourself. You can do your thing. I like Atlanta. It still ain't sweet though. I ain't saying it's sweet. It ain't sweet. It should go down out here too. But I think Atlanta the biggest shit, best shit popping. Like I'm big on shopping on clothes. So like that pretty much show you where the heart is. You know, New York always been that spot. Even though New York the spot right now, but Atlanta is where you gonna come buy it at. You could probably buy these same clothes in New York for cheaper or something that you gonna come to Atlanta to get it. Bro.
Now, do you feel that the true art of rap is lost?
No, I really don't, because I feel it's still the same. People being creative, doing what they doing. They just, all you doing is just expressing what you hear when that beat play. And everybody hears something different, you know what I'm saying? So like, everybody gonna hear something different. So it's just depending on like, if you make it through that gate, you gotta work hard enough to get through that little gate for to get to a point where they hear you, you know what I'm saying? But everybody hears something different on the beat, and that's all, like this shit the same. Like we just like, flowing, expressing our feelings on the beat, just like back in the day when they was doing that shit in front of a wheelbarrow with the, you know, with the fire in front of the wheelbarrow with the nigga beatboxing with his mouth. It's the same difference. Right now, we just go in the studio and do it, you know, and we might go a little farther than what they used to do back then. But then you gotta think back then there was rules on everything. You know, it was rules on everything back then. So it was, of course, it was rules on how to be a gangster, how to be a rapper, how to be cause damn near right now, you can't even just be a rapper. Me, I don't want to be a gangster. You gotta be a rapper and a gangster. You know, like me, I don't wanna hurt nobody, but I'm prepared to hurt somebody at any moment. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just the culture damn near or some shit. I don't know, this shit weird as hell though. Funny.
So I'm finna throw a scenario at you, all right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's say you're a label executive, right? How would you handle your artists, and what would you do with them to get them to take off?
What would you do to get? Ooh, that's a big one right there, because I'm an artist myself, and I be damn near in that position, you know, like, where they asking you, like, what you want to do. You know, you can do what you want to do, too. So, like, you can't blame nobody for how far you make it, how quick you make it. You know, like, you going to get what you want, but, like, say, can't blame nobody for your success, because you damn near got to do everything on your own. Like, I ain't saying, like, down talking nobody, but it's the same. Like, if you ain't the one doing the fucking work, how the fuck I can fucking go sign, I don't know who, bloom, blah. But if you just come here and you don't do nothing, what the fuck how the fuck we gonna get some? We only signed you because you was doing something to make me want to sign you. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. So, you know, you got to work.
I've seen a lot of rappers say that you can't be in the streets and rap at the same time. What is your perspective on that?
Shit, the rap game worse than the fucking street. How the fuck? The rap game is worse than the streets, bro. I be trapping on a normal. If I didn't rap, it would be smoother. I'd be farther. I would have more, you know, like the rap game worse than the streets. You gotta do too much, and you know, like watching over your shoulder for other niggas that want your spot and shit. Like these niggas like go do anything for the first place. Like it was a situation where I could have clouded up off niggas and, you know, ran out, made a story headline real quick or something, you know, like that ain't the purpose. Like if you really like making music, you know what I'm saying? If you really in this shit and you like making music, that ain't what you here for, you know. But nowadays these niggas are doing anything, bro. Anything to get that fucking spotlight, anything. That's why you gotta be prepared for the worst out here. Because it ain't, any given moment, that shit just be like, pow. You'll be like, what the fuck? Phone no shit switch. Yo.
So how do you handle the politics of the industry?
What you mean?
Basically, like, how do you handle them saying like what you can't do, what you can do, like just the micromanagement of it? You gotta do what they say you can't do, of course, because that's what they ain't did, nigga. They did everything in the world. It's 2021, and they tell you don't do that. I mean, they ain't did that one. I gotta go do that first. That's the end of that's the first thing I'm gonna do. I'm hard-headed. I'm my mama. I'm hard-headed. I'm gonna do that first. Now, I know that you signed to Think It's a Game in late 2018. How did that deal come about for you?
Shit, Chip, Red Agency Management Group. It's a booking agency. They found me on Instagram, and I was new to Instagram too. Like I already had a fan base, so I guess when he ran on my Instagram, he looked my background up. Cause some niggas don't do the background check. Like I be going on a lot of these niggas' Instagram page and they'll have like 30,000 followers or something. Then you'll go on their Facebook, they Twitter, they YouTube, they everything else, and it don't line up. Like never in history did nobody care about them being alive on Earth. You know, like, but they got 30, 40,000 followers. No reason for they having that type of shit. That type of shit don't get you signed. That type of shit don't make nobody want to invest in you. Like, I feel like that man went on my Instagram because I only had like 3,000 followers when I had just got on Instagram. I had like 3,000 followers when he brought me to Atlanta because he went on Facebook and YouTube and see, like, I ain't have no motive behind me at all. I ain't know how to do nothing. So with them 300,000 views he saw on YouTube and 3 million views, 1 million views on Facebook, that shit was real authentic views, you know. So like that type of shit, I feel like that played a big part of this shit. But that's how I got signed though from Red Agency Group.
And I'm sure you probably had like a ton of people reaching out to you. How exactly did you know that Think It's a Game was the right one for you?
Shit, because like I looked at the statistics. Like I heard people talking, and I was of course seen the Rich Homie Corn situation and shit. But long story short, I seen it's only 3, 4, 5 people he even tried with. You know what I'm saying? So like. They all, you know them. You know every one of them. Nigga, if you try with 5 motherfuckers, if you try with 10 motherfuckers in 5 Blue, if you try with 15 in 5 Blue, you did fucking great. Cause you know what I'm saying? It's a big ass world, you know what I'm saying? So like, I knew it's a big chance if that nigga Fly put his name behind you and his word behind you, you gonna go, you know what I'm saying? So like, that's why I signed with him. Like, I had an opportunity to just sign just with Red Agency and be like the breakthrough with that. But I want to team up with Think It's a Game and be like, man, I want to help branch the, you know, the group, you know, because I was on the outside looking in from Illinois, you know, like, damn, I see big, that's what's going on right now. You see Migos, there's groups going on, you know, so like, that's what my outside looking in perspective was, like, everybody, I want to help, you know.
As I know, Lucci is also signed to that label. Did you guys get to chop it up occasionally?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's bro. I know, bro. More fun.
That's what's up. Let's get into your music. I'm super excited to talk about that. Now, the first song that you released back in 2015, Do It For It, that took the hell off. Yeah, did you know at that moment after recording it that it would do the way it did?
Shit. When I just recorded it, it was just on some Aquarius light skin shit. I was just in my fifis. I just heard the beat. I said, no, matter of fact, I was mad at some shit, you know, and I just played the beat, and then that's what came to mind. That was at a point where I was just only writing too. So like, you know, and you weren't writing for nobody. You was just doing that shit for the fun of it. So like, you really was just like freestyling that shit in your mind and then care about what nobody thought type shit. So I ain't really think it was gonna do that, but damn. Bro, that bitch went through and it taught me some shit. It showed me that the fans like you, they wanna get to know you personal. Like they don't give no fuck about all that shit. Like when I first signed out, I thought like, man, I gotta have this, I gotta have that, gotta have that. That ain't what the fans really care about. When they came join the group and fuck with me type shit, when they came to fuck with me, they came through for me just holding the camera on Facebook, you know. Looking raggedy as hell, you know what I'm saying? That's what they came for. So now that type of shit, I kind of learned that. Like I had to get back and learn that. Like, you ain't got to do too much for nobody, bro. You ain't got to go every day buy a pair of $1,000 shoes. How the hell you gonna get to a millionaire if you do that every day? You know what I'm saying? So that type of shit, I learned that type of shit from back in the day, from when I learned like they were fucking with me before I had this shit. So when I'm doing all this crazy shit, trying to impress some old folks that ain't even worth impressing, they gonna fuck with me regardless, you know? Bro.
Now, as I was doing like research on you, like very into-depth research, I read an article and they wrote that you were writing your verses in the car. Mm-hmm. So what was it about the car that really allowed you to tap into your element? I
feel like a car the closest thing to a studio. So especially if you got a parking garage, like you got somewhere where you can go and you know you can get comfortable. Turn that bitch all the way up. Turn that bitch all the way up in the car, you know, it's gonna feel like you're in the studio. That's really my most best place to write it in the car, but like not in Atlanta or nothing, cause I ain't from here, you know. But at home where I know where I can go, and, you know, and be alright type shit, yeah. Bro.
So you'll still like write in the car?
Yeah, I still write in the car. I do everything like I did before I signed. Like I had to figure that out. It took a minute to figure it out. At first I thought, yeah, I want to go to Patchwork. Then you start noticing nigga Patchwork costs like $200 an hour, and you really like in this mode. I ain't saying you don't catch a vibe, cause it's a big vibe in there, but I catch a better vibe, Solitude. I don't want nobody. As my manager, like that's the closest person to me, like as far as in the industry. But I don't even want my manager around me when I record. I be wanting to be by myself, Solitude, cause that's when I can get in my deepest thoughts. I can try some shit that I probably wouldn't even try. I'm gonna try some shit that I wouldn't even try if everybody was around. I ain't saying I'm scared to try this around you, but when you ain't around me, I might try a note or some shit that I wouldn't even try when you was just around me. Cause I'm with bro and them, these niggas, you know, we gang, you know, I ain't finna do nothing. This might be a hit song I'm holding out on just cause I'm holding back feelings and shit cause my homies in here or some bitches in here or something. That shit don't push me. I told you my motivation, my kids, bro. So I need to be by myself so I could do my best work.
Now, since you've been out for a while, I know like you have a good fan base, but for those who are unfamiliar with you, how would you describe your sound to them?
Shit, I say it's new cause it's like no genre, like I'm gonna be that rapper that you will hear 2 or 3 songs, then you'll have 2 or 3 favorite songs by me. You wouldn't even think they me, like, cause it'll be like 3 different sounds, you know, like I might have this song and this bitch raw for when your heart broke, or and then I'll be like, damn, this your gang right now song, you know, you turn with your homie there right now, you feel me, son? And it'll be me on both songs, and if you don't know me yet, you ain't heard you ain't learned my name yet, you might be like, damn, you ain't even know that was them 2 songs with me, you know, bro.
What is the message in your music that you want people to grasp after listening to it?
Shit, I really just be having fun with music, you know, like I have fun. I ain't gonna lie, some songs be having deep meanings. I do got songs like that, but I ain't released them yet type shit. But all my songs, you'll notice, I can't help but to bring stuff that I brought up, that I went through coming up as a shorty. I can't help to bring that up, like struggling and, you know, that type of stuff gonna always be in the song. So I might be rapping about fucking on a female or something, and then switch to talking about some struggle, you know what I'm saying? Then my back door talking about flexing. That's me. I just be having fun on the motherfucking song, you know, like, and whatever I feel on the beat, I hear the it ain't like it don't even be feeling like I think of the song. It's like God send me the song or something. It just be coming out of me, you know what I'm saying? Like, every time I make a song, I don't think hard. Every time I think hard on the song, I be like, I don't like that song, bro. I don't want that. And everybody else might like it. I got songs that people like that I didn't like, but for the majority of my songs that I know they gonna go, and be songs I don't even be knowing how the hell I made that song.
Just going back to where you say like you make music about the struggle and stuff like that, I would say it's like therapy.
Yeah, therapy, bro. There is something I want to hear too. It's something I be making music. I want to hear. I always been that type of person. Like I said, for the Do It For You, I didn't make that song for nobody to be like to go viral on Facebook or nothing. I just made that song for me, because that's what I want to hear on some speakers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bro, I'm one of them type of people. Like, I make a vibe for me. It don't gotta be your favorite song. It's my favorite song. You know what I'm saying, bro?
Now let's talk minimum wage. I want you to just tell me everything about this song.
Minimum wage. Shit, I say minimum wage. I just, like I said, just having fun. That we came from, like I said, a struggle. You know, and that motherfucker just like be our vibes. You know, you go through a lot in the streets. You know, sometimes you win some, you lose some. That time I was talking about when we won some. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it be like that. You know, songs, you listen to them songs, like I tell every video director, like, they be like, what you want to do in the song, in the video? Listen to the song, bro. The song gonna tell you what I want to do in the video, bro. everything, them songs explain. Ain't no niggas just rapping about no shit that ain't just happen.
Now, how exactly did that track come about for you?
Shit. Who made that beat? Oh my mama, them niggas just was fire as hell. I wanted to say they made that beat before you said that, but I didn't want to say the wrong name. But that beat was so fire. I was fresh to Think It's a Game. They got all the artists that they got signed to their label, they got them in this room. They got this next artist in this room. They got Q Money in this room, free Q Money. They got me in this room, you know, so they got me in this room basically proving myself, like, do you want to really do this shit? You gonna work for this shit? So that beat just was so wavy. I ain't even know what I was gonna rap about, but I'm like, I'm finna get on this motherfucker. You hear me, bro? So that's how that song popped up. Them niggas just was the right vibe. Like I said, I don't even like rapping in front of people. I don't like rapping in front of everybody because it's like, I like rapping in front of everybody. I don't like creating in front of everybody. You know what I'm saying? I don't like creating in front of everybody. But them niggas was like, it was Dub Magic, Cash Clay. Them niggas was so talented, bro. Them niggas gonna cut your hair, all that shit, make your beat, all that shit. Them niggas was just so different. I just like, I ain't never, and Can't Rush the Vibe, that was another nigga I met that I just had a vibe so quick that I just was like, I gotta record with this folks. And we made good music, but like usually I'd rather get your beat and then go home. I don't want you to make the beat in front of me, cause it might be, you might make a beat I don't even wanna rap on in front of me, you know what I'm saying? So I wanna go to the studio with a whole bunch of beats type shit. So I usually don't never make my songs with the producer type shit. But I made shit like with Dooley, that Spoken Mirrors, we made that with a live band, bro, right there, a whole live band. You know, that shit be new to me though, cause I come from a motherfucking tape recorder and then a computer with a regular little mic type shit. So I ain't come from that big shit. That shit don't get exciting me too much, you know, bro.
And you literally just dropped the visual for Minimum Wage. I got to check it out.
Yeah, see, on my mama, I had got that you know, that little, what's the name, had jumped in the way. Everything, and it paused everything for a quick second. Yeah, because I went back home, little coronavirus, and I was gone for a minute because that little virus shit. And then Atlanta started just opening up, but you know, it took a minute for us on the outside looking in, like, nigga, I don't know if I want to go jump in that shit. And then like Double Dutch, you know, you come back, jump in that shit. Then we just picked up right where we left. Like, fuck, we shot this video. We dropped the video that we already had loaded, you know what I'm saying? And we just rolling. We got more shit in the chamber on recording. We got shit going on for them. And we got hella shit in the chamber type shit. We got a motherfucking fat ass clip on, bro.
With the Minimum Wage visual, I really liked how you incorporated the restaurant, like the fast food stuff in there. I was like, okay, I get it. It went with the title too, so I saw that creativity in there.
Shout out Steak and Take, man. Shout out Scrokers, man. I don't know why the fuck I like Scrokers so much. I ain't been there though. I ain't gonna say right now that's my club. It's not my club right now, but last year, I was in that little motherfucker. Like, you ain't gotta do a lot in there. I ain't from no big city where you gotta do a lot, you know? Allure, you gotta do a lot in the Allure. You might gotta come in the Allure and throw a good 5-piece at least. You can't go in there without a 5-piece. You don't throw the nick, you don't go, you know? Like, so like, them type of clubs I already learned when I came here. I already was a hustler. I knew I wanted to save. I knew I like jewelry and shit. I got a lot of family. So I was addicted to like stroking because it was like, you ain't gotta do too much in stroking. You can go on stroking and just, you know, save your money and have a good time. You know, fun that.
You dropped Professional this year. I would say that's my song right there. Like,
bro, bitch ain't gonna press him. I don't know. I put a Tesla, bro. This shit was lit. I knew that was it since I recorded it. I been knew that song was it. But like I say, that Corona shit had paused me. When I recorded it right before that little COVID-19 shit. I recorded it right before COVID. So like I say, right when I got back, I just got back to rolling, right back on my roll. I used that little COVID-19 shit just to save, man. Hustle, you know, get good with my people, you know, the ones who I make the money for, you know. and I be taking losses and shit, not gonna, you know, I take losses and shit. I lost one of my homies, you know, my real brother type shit, you know. So like, I be, you know, saving and shit. Like, I stay to myself, I don't be wanting to be around nobody and shit, you know, cause it be like that.
Yeah, and with that song, I will say, you gonna have me telling my dudes, like, let me check my schedule. I'm a professional, like.
Funny, yeah, we got that, that bitch out on all platforms. Did you see that bitch did 5 million views?
Yep, you dropped the video a week ago.
4 or 5 million views on World Star, and like, you know, I never been on World Star. I never been on World Star. I never even gave them a chance. So when I went on there, I was like, yeah, that was well worth it. Cause like I just really wanted to see, even though it was just World Star viewers and shit, I still just wanted to see that by my name to motivate, you know, yeah, type shit, bro. So I'm still working for that on YouTube. I'm like, but I feel like it take time for to make greatness, you know. Like, I've been doing this shit since like 3rd grade, bro. I'm so far from where I started, bro. Like, ain't no giving up. We just going far, going harder. Like, they feel like they look at me and like, he ain't no shit. I be laughing like, well, I'm on big shit. Well, you don't know where I'm from, boy. You know, I'm popping big shit from where I'm from, you know. I'm on.
And then going back to the visual, you even gave us a little Fast and Furious type thing in the beginning when you started driving.
Oh, bro, that's one thing I gotta get up out of them fast cars. We gotta stop buying them motherfucking fast cars, cause we don't be thinking we just young having fun, bro. Them cars dangerous, bro.
Now that we have 2 heats from you as far as visuals and even just like you dropping professional this year, what else can we expect from you this year?
Shit, we got like, we got so much shit. We finna drop another video, of course, but like we got multiple tapes in the chamber. Like, as far as we could drop 3-4 mixtapes, but we know we with the time and shit. Like, we trying to get them folks tuned in all the way the right way, how they supposed to be. You know, funny. It's a lot to that, but we got a lot in the chamber. Like, just stay tuned. Follow me on Instagram at Lil Bike, LILBIKE. Stay tuned in. Like, I ain't gonna never let up, bro. My goal to be everybody's favorite rapper one day. Like, I don't want to, like, don't call me GOAT or nothing. You ain't got to. You ain't got to do all that extra other shit. Just like support and show me some little tight shit. I'm finna work and show these folks like what good music is. That's what I want to do. Like. And I like all music. All these niggas making fire music. I just want to jump in there and feed my family, you know.
So are we going to get an EP from you this year?
For them, I got 3 EP names and, you know, that song's done already and shit, you know. Like, we just like, bro, I got so many. I got 4 emails, 5 emails, Google Drives flooded with music. I don't even know how to log in 3 of them. My manager know how to log in 3 of them. I know how to log in 3 of them. You feel me? 3 on with music that I done forgot about. You know, 3 is just like, and it's not bad music, it's fire music. It's just like we so far ahead. Like, I watched the interview with Tupac, and Tupac was like, or somebody was saying how Tupac would be on the next song for he even, they want to mix the song down. He don't want to mix it down. He want to work on the next song. I'm one of them type of people, like, I'm so like far enough. I want to go farther. Like, I don't even be looking at what I be doing. They'll be like, bro, you don't even be taking your, I might be at home in Champagne, in Walmart, you know, all my jewelry on and shit. Like, bro, you don't even be taking, my little brother, he hate that shit. Like, bro, you don't be taking yourself serious, bro. We do, like, bro, I'm just, you know, I still be living my normal little life, you know, bro.
Even when I was observing, like, the YouTube comments, everybody was, like, excited that you dropped. And they were like, yeah, we need that new heat, like, what you got this year.
Bro, we good. They ass definitely be, my fans, this one thing, they ass ride for me. Mm-hmm. They ride for me, bro. They ride for me. My fans, they ride for me. They ride for me, like, and they don't mind saying, like, Atlanta, this time right now, this the most love I ever got in Atlanta. I've been in Atlanta for like 2 years almost, you know, and this the most love I ever got, bro. Like, I went home for that little COVID-19 shit, and then when I came back to Atlanta, my new home. I'm funny this. I went. Every mall I went to, motherfuckers, yo, what up, what do, bike, what do you, yeah, what bike? I'm like, yeah, it's happening now. So like, you know, it just made me like put a little more, put on, you know, map. I'm ready to go this year. Okay.
Now, how important do you think it is to find your purpose in life?
Shit, you got to do it young. You got to do it young. I always tell people that shit, cause it's like, you know, if you don't like get a head start, it's gonna be damn hard to win. You know, you gotta get a head start. It's a lot of niggas can rhyme. Like just think back to rhyming in school. You weren't the best rhymer, nigga. It's niggas can rhyme. You know, so that's rapping, rhyming, and speaking stories and shit. It was poets and shit. You know, it's a big ass like Nipsey say. It's a marathon. So you gotta get a head start on this shit. I'm trying to be 5 laps before you even start, cause I wanna start jogging a little slower, you know. I wanna start enjoying this shit before you know, that rap shit, you gotta get a head start on that head start. When you young, you gotta know what you wanna be in life, right? I ain't saying it's wrong, cause it's people who like, I ran into Pooh Shiesty daddy yesterday at the car wash, and we had probably like 40-minute conversation. And I didn't know it was Pooh Shiesty daddy for a minute, because he came out to me and he told me that he rapped, you know. So he ain't tell me his son rapped, you know. He said I rap, you know. So how he came off at me, it looked to me like an older dude who rapped, you know. I'm like, I did like 12 years in jail, you know. He telling me all that shit. I'm like, you know, in front of him, I got kinfolk doing long sentences and shit, and people who done did that too. So I chop it up with him, politic with him. Long story short, he like, man, my son, bro. All it was my motherfucking son. I was investing in everybody and everything, you know, and putting my money into other rappers and, you know, trying to be a rapper myself. The whole time it was my son, you know. Like that type of shit. I kind of lost my thought on what I was saying because the topic I brought up. But on front of you see what I'm saying though. Start young though. You gotta get a head start on these niggas. You gotta get a head start on these niggas. The younger you start, the better you gonna be. The sooner you gonna be better.
What would you say are some goals that you want to knock out for this year?
Shit, I want to get over 2 million YouTube views. And I want to get my mama, like, I gotta buy my mama a house this year. That's my real goal right now, like, to get my mama this house. And once she got an idea, I'm then gonna get that one, but I don't want that one because I want to get her something new type shit. She want to get something old, but you know how that go. But that's my biggest goal right now, to get my mama a house. And I'm gonna buy all my bitches rollies. I put that on my son, like, all my kids, all my bitches getting rollies this year. But it ain't none of them little ones who be like, it's like the real ones, the ones who I know who I'm talking about, you know.
And before we wrap up, what advice can you give to any artists who are feeling discouraged at the moment?
Shit, don't give up. That's what you supposed to tell them, don't give up. Don't give up. You can't give up at this shit. You can't give up. Because it's like what you started with. Damn near every one of us gonna say the same thing, nothing. So what the fuck you giving up for? You still ain't got nothing? You giving up? You ain't got nothing, you ain't had nothing. What you giving up for? Shit, just don't give up, that's it. I said this shit in one of my other interviews, like, shit, that's the only thing with rap, to never give up. As long as you never give up, you're gonna get your turn. And you work though, you gotta work. You gotta work. He ain't gonna give you no blessing, you don't work.
And before you jump off the porch, you can go ahead and give your shout outs.
It's your boy Lil Bike. I just jumped off the porch. I got them blitz in this bitch too. Fuck, don't think we out here tweaking or fuck that. Hey, nah, but Lil Bike, I just jumped off the porch. Follow me on Instagram at 1LilBike, 1LILBIKE. On YouTube, LILBIKE. I just dropped professional. I just dropped minimum wage video. Everybody go tune in. Y'all already know how we coming AP way. Yeah, dead serious. You know I'm coming, man. Oh, yeah.
Got a problem, call my shooter, his name Lil Ginobili. Say he already out for Eddie, he ain't getting no sleep. So he gon' wipe your nose like you